Well, hello, and welcome back to Project Zomboid. Now with Kenny. When we last left off, we just had a nice day of going out, collecting loot. We're throwing everything on the floor. We've read just about all of these magazines here. So we're going to continue going through. There were some comments and questions on the last video that I'd like to address, and that's kind of like, hey, what do you do in this game, or what's the objective, or what's the goal? And in all honesty, this game has no real objective other than to survive. So what I think I'll do is I'm going to play the next episode, or the next episode in the series a little bit slower, and try to explain more of what's going on in the game. I think I have a tendency to skip over that sometimes when I'm playing, because I sit down and I play and I don't have a script. I just kind of narrate what goes on in the game, and it's pretty entertaining for me. But if someone doesn't understand the game, I can see how it'd be a little frustrating for them. So I did this for 12 years as a teacher. I should be able to explain a video game. But right now it is July 12th, which is the 4th day. So we start on July 9th every time we start the game. So it's the 4th day of our series right now, of our game. And as you know, as we've been doing, we're watching a lot of TV to skill up. And that's the best way right now for the first week before television stops airing to gain skills. On the 12th, which is the 4th day, the show that usually comes on at 6 p.m. will not have any information about skilling up. They're going to teach you how to make campfires, but it's not really something we need to know. So we won't gain any skills. So we're going to continue to try to search houses. What we're looking for in the houses is we're looking for a few main things to try to help us survive. First thing is we need generators. So we're trying to find generators. We're also trying to find a magazine about running generators, because if we find a generator but we don't know how to use a generator, it does us no good. The second thing that we need to try to find, which we may not find in a house, is a sledgehammer, so that way we can knock down stairs. If we knock down stairs, we can create a safe place for us and the zombies can't reach us. So that's essentially what we're doing right now. There's an event that will be happening in the next few days called the helicopter event, or the chopper event, where a search chopper will come over Knox County, which is where we are, and they will try to find us. And that's, super helpful, right? Except they don't do a great job of finding us. They do a great job of having a bunch of zombies come at us. And that's not what we're looking for. I don't have another hand axe, which is unfortunate, so I'm going to put a hammer down here for short blunt weapons. So we went through those, went through these. So one of the best places to find generators and generator magazines are garages of rich people. That's why we're going through these houses, and these are the rich houses. They're 2 stories. They're in a gated community. Also, keep in mind this game takes place. That house got burned down. Keep in mind this game takes place in 1993, I think it is. So everything. I got a couple zombies down there. So we just need to make sure that we're aware of that when looking for like magazines and water bottles and other stuff. Are you guys all just chilling? Okay, you're gonna come at me. All right, I have to remember that I'm not as proficient as I am with axes, because I am using short blunt weapons now. All right. Let's go ahead and try to get them in a line, or at least shove one of them down. All right, and you can definitely tell how lacking I am with experience with taking these guys out. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to drop all of the clothes on the floor. Because the zombies will eventually deteriorate, but their clothes won't. And we need to chop up those clothes. And what I mean by that is grab a pair of scissors and just start cutting up denim stuff and leather stuff so we can create padding for our current gear. Or any gear that we have in the future. Alright, so every time I enter a house, we can hear zombies. Sounds like they might be upstairs. But every time I enter a house, I'm very, very cautious about the zombies. Because they can be ninja zombies, man. I'm going to crouch down and then yell and see if they'll come out. Alright, so they're in this, one of them's, at least one of them's right here. Alright, so we got that one. Let's go investigate the rest of the place. Then we're gonna have a cigarette as soon as we find out this place is clear. Nails are really good. All right, and we're gonna take anything medical that we can. So like bandages, adhesive bandages, anything like that, we're gonna take with us. And I take CDs because I like collecting them. Hey, another duffel bag. Put the duffel bag in the duffel bag. More nails. Nails are good for carpentry skill, which we'll need to make things like rain barrels, stuff like that. And the importance that it was to get the emergency broadcast system that we obtained in not our last episode is so that all of this is entertainment, by the way. So all of this will reduce our boredom, will reduce our stress, and reduce our unhappiness. So books are pretty powerful in this game. So over on this side over here, you'll notice that I get moodlets, and some of them are like panicked or bored or sad or whatever. A lot of the books and magazines negate that. So that's why we always yoink those. And then first aid for beginners, we're probably going to take one of those. So I do have my list of books that I have written down on my desk. So that way I can always keep track of which books we have. So we don't need metalworkers. We already have that one, but we'll take a first aid. We'll take that, and then we'll take the newspaper. So the chopper event is always fun because it will inevitably draw zombies onto your location if it sees you. So we have our base pretty bunked down there, where we have sheets all over the windows and everything like that. So if we know about the chopper event, it's key. Don't know if it's for this house or not. But if we know about the chopper event, or we hear that it's on its way, we can kind of bunker down, read some books, and pass the time without having to deal with the helicopter. This is a very barren garage. Literally has nothing on the shelves. Yeah, nothing on the shelves. And then another thing that I like to do, and I think I've mentioned before, is I like to just keep the doors open of the places that I've searched. So that way I know that they're already searched. So over here we have more rich houses. We've got a park. That noise that you heard there was what's considered a meta event. It's let's rip everything. Speed up time to do so. So we still have denim that we can't rip. We can. I don't think we have scissors, but I'll check. No. And you may be wondering, hey, why did I take the varsity jacket versus other stuff, right? And let me on this dead zombie, we'll take a look here. So I'll pause the game. So striped t-shirt, we can take a look. It has condition, insulation, wind resistance, and how bloody it is. So all of these things will have that. And so we see here we have shoes, and the shoes have additional bite defense and scratch defense for my character. The condition's very good. So it gives us 10 bite defense, 10 scratch defense, and then versus our sneakers, which our sneakers are about halfway done. They're pretty bloody. They're a little dirty. They don't offer much insulation or wind resistance. The reason I have the sneakers on is the run speed modifier for sneakers is 1.1 versus shoes, which is 0.95. So it slows me down a bit to have the shoes on versus the sneakers. Now, if I put the shoes on, which I will do, you'll see that our feet went from red to orange, and then our left foot and right foot now has 10 bite and 20 scratch, which may be worth our while, seeing how vulnerable Kenny actually is, where he's a slow healer and he's thin-skinned. So it might be worth our time to be a little bit slower. Normally I like to be as fast as possible. I can outrun zombies and stuff, but maybe in this timeline, we leave the swiftness for Taylor. It's the Taylor Swift joke. You got it? I'm pretty funny, by the way. So I see one zombie here. That door is shut, so I don't think we've been in this house. Window is broken, though. Hello. Oh, lots of zombies in that house. So every time I understand the hammer is dropping. Alright, I hear a zombie walking. I don't like fighting zombies inside houses. So I don't like fighting zombies inside houses. It's just more constrained. And there's also some in the garage. So you know what? We're going to let them break out and just walk away. We're just going to walk away. So we have been over this way a bit. We've been into some of these houses in this cul-de-sac over here. I do like this cul-de-sac. It's also 9 p.m., but that's okay. Kenny doesn't sleep much. I don't think we've been in this house. I know we've been down here. We've been all through there. Oh wow, you're getting drowsy. All right, so we're actually going to head back home. And the reason we're going to do that is drowsy and panicked are the two worst moodlets that you can have. They both affect the way that you swing your weapon, how fast you swing your weapon, and negative combat modifiers can be the death of you. So remember that we do have this set that one bite and we're done, which is the way it is in the game anyway. If you get bit, you're automatically infected. There's no coming back from it. The only thing that I've changed is that I've put it so that you have instant turn. So we turn into a zombie instantly instead of waiting like we did with Axel. So Axel, I had it set where it would have been 2 days until we turned into a zombie, and quite honestly, that just doesn't sound like fun. waiting. We'll take the meat cleaver. Doesn't sound like fun waiting to turn. I thought we had scissors. We might have him over in this pile. And the reason I'm throwing everything in this pile here is so on the day like say the helicopter event where we can't go outside, what we can do instead is look at through this stuff and sort this stuff out and do things like that. We have a house key here. I'm just gonna yoink that, put it on our key ring, and then everything else here, bread will come with us, milk will come with us, canned beef will come with us. So anything food related or that I can throw water in, I'm going to keep. All right, so we've got a bunch of stuff over there, and let's fill all of this. And as you can see, I've got my buckets of water down here, and this is for when the water does go out. The water and the power will go out. So we just have to be prepared for it when it happens. And then let's put all of the food in the fridge. And we will eat a pizza. All right, so we are stuffed. We're going to go up and read a little bit. So all of these books that I've already read, we're going to just toss on the floor. Because I've already read them, we don't need to keep them. We can use them for tinder. We can use them for anything like that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pause the game here, and let's go through the skills. So the beginner books, so cooking for beginner, it increases the multiplier, the XP multiplier from levels 1 to 2. If we look at cooking, we're already at level 3, so we don't need anything for the beginners. So I'm going to take the cooking for beginners and I'm going to cross it off on my sheet because we've already technically read it. Same with carpentry. We'll mark those off. Foraging for beginners, we've already read, which again, we can use that as for tinder. So we have beginner, intermediate, advanced, expert, and master. So beginners are level 1 to 2. Let's see if I have an intermediate. Herbalist is super important to read. So I don't have any intermediate stuff. I have advanced. Advanced is for levels 5 to 6. Expert is 7 to 8. So I have expert fishing. And then mastery is 9 and 10. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to read through as many of the books as we can. So I did bring a first aid for beginners back. I think I threw it on the floor. So we'll grab that book and that will be our reading book. The Herbalist is a really important book because it identifies what berries are poisonous when we go foraging, which we will do at some point. All right, down to 4. So literature, we got 3 books there. Oh, we do have, and I hit space to pause the game because most of the games that I play, that's the way it is. And all this stuff that's not on the floor, it's in a trash bag, we're going to take and throw it on the floor. Make sure that everything else is out on the floor. There we go. All right. So let's, we'll go by category here. We have 12 trash bags, which is really good. I might just pick those up and move them elsewhere. We also have 20 cigarettes down here. So all the containers I'm going to pick up and we'll move. And digital watch will actually dismantle that. Can of oats we're going to keep with us. Cigarettes I want to keep on us. Peas. Any food item we're going to keep with us. Cooking pot we'll take so we can fill that up with water. We have 114 nails. That's really good. We already have a saucepan with water, so we'll just leave it there. Carpentry for intermediates. All literature I'm going to take with me, with the exception of the stuff that I've already read. Mechanics for beginners. I think we have that one listed over there, so I'm going to go ahead and mark that off in on my book. Tailoring, trapping, first aid. Already read that. We'll take both magazines. Okay, perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to just come over in this corner, and this will be our trash bag corner. Any container, we'll throw down over here. And the reason being is now this won't be as cluttered when I come to walk over here. I am going to take a duffel bag and put it over there as well. All right. We got a fairly heavy load. It's fine. Okay. So any food items, the exception of cigarettes. So peas will go in the freezer. Can of oats go there. Cooking pot we're going to fill up. And then books we'll put over on the other thing. So books do weigh quite a bit. So that empty cooking pot will now be a cooking pot filled with water. And again, this is for when water goes out. We have stuff with water in it. All right. And let's go ahead and transfer all of our literature. Okay, so carpentry for intermediates. I'm going to go ahead and mark that off. That's something that we're going to want to read. So I'm going to take that with us. Cooking for beginners, already got that. And the reason we're going to want to read carpentry for intermediates is we still have a couple days that we can learn stuff from. I'm going to favorite this. I'm going to unfavorite, then favorite. And I'm going to drop everything on the floor. All right. Go upstairs. We're just a little drowsy, which means that we'll be up pretty early in the morning. But we will sleep for now. All right, 4:10. Seems about right for Kenny. So we'll just come right over here and we're just going to read this book for a while. Sit on the ground, relax, and then I'll fast forward a bit. So cooking comes on at 6 a.m. Then we have carpentry at noon. The other thing we need to do is right before cooking comes on, I want to turn this on. And continue reading. So this is going to have information. Automated broadcast system. Today's average temperature. And then we got some clouds. Periodic start in the morning. We're expecting showers and heavy rain. Alright, so weather predicted early morning. So it's going to rain pretty much all day today. And I'm going to leave this on for just a couple seconds more, because normally at 6:10-ish, it'll let you know if there's any air activity. And the air activity is what the helicopter vent is. All right, so we're about a quarter of the way done here. And now if we take a look at this skill, so we have these arrows indicating that we're reading some of the book. So we have a skill multiplier of 1. Normally we have no skill multiplier. So like with cooking here, we just don't have a skill multiplier. So anxious means that I need to have a smoke. So we're going to do that. We got 90 cigarettes left. So it's 6:30 in the morning. That means that it should be fairly light out, which it is. And I'm going to turn off all of these exterior lights. I don't know for sure if it has an impact on the helicopter event or anything like that. But I feel like just having the lights off might be worthwhile for us. We don't have any food, but we're going to go venture out. We got a couple hammers and a wood axe. We got our lighter and our smokes, so we're good. We're going to try to hit up that house in the cul-de-sac. Now, and the reason I was asking last episode where you guys think I should bunker up is the school. If we could find a sledgehammer, the school would be a really nice place to hunker down. You know what we should do? I'm gonna run back to the house and I'm gonna take that container of gasoline. So we can hold 20. I think it's 20 kilograms. We have 19.13 on us, so that's our weight limit. So even though this is going to be kind of heavy, pick up here. It's gonna increase our weight capacity there, not by a ton, because thankfully we have a duffel bag which reduces the weight by 65%, which is really nice, and it has a capacity of 23. So duffel bags are pretty decent. Ideally, we'd like to get a better backpack, but I think a duffel bag is really good. That's why I took the other one. So the school would be a pretty solid place, solid location. We could tear down, if we could find a sledgehammer, we could tear down some walls. We could really make that place our own. We'll tear down some stairs, so the only way in and out is through windows, through sheet ropes. So that way we'd be totally secure up on the second floor. And we could even tear out some of the downstairs and turn that into like a garage cars. But that's what reminded me to grab this gas can. Is if we find any cars, which is what we're going to be looking out for as well today. But if we find any cars. All right, so we got 2, 3 friends over here. We are a little hungry. Sounds like a broken window. Or looks like a broken window, and then it sounds like we got a friend over here. So we'll pop you. Pop you. Alright, leather jackets are super nice. You can see it's got really good condition. It's not bloody. It's got some insulation, some wind resistance. Excellent. I was trying to lure him over. You can see Buddy's getting ready to climb out here. I'll smack him on the back of the head. Hoodies are really good too. I don't know if they've got their sheets closed, but I know friend here is like right here. Alright, just want to keep an eye out. We can sneak in behind him. Again, going in the houses to fight zombies, not the best idea. We know we got a buddy over here. Did the old zombie flip. All right. There's a party in here. There we go. Holy cow. There was a lot of them in here. It's a whole family. Must have happened on Sunday. Looks like they were all getting ready to go to church. At least this guy was. let's clear out this house. Tire pumps, scrap metal. I feel like we would have cleared out everybody in this house. So zombies are sneaky, so I don't trust even though we just killed all these guys. I don't even trust this guy. Dude. He's got revolver and stuff, so guns are deceptively not very useful in this game. Because they will attract zombies from miles and miles around. We are going to eat an eggplant. It started to rain. We eat the whole eggplant. It's starting to rain. It's going to rain pretty much all day. It's some rotten chicken. That's unfortunate. No seeds in that bag. Take that. We'll take a yam. All right. Salt and sugar. Clothing, pillows. There we go. Getcha. Just an eraser. If we find a map of the area, we'll look for erasers and pencils and all that stuff. Piece of bandage. Take over there. Alright, so we're going to start getting another debuff called Wet. Which, I mean, pretty self-explanatory, right? It's us being wet. And we're going to lure these guys. We're going to use the fence here because as you've seen them getting in and out of windows, the same thing happens with fences. They'll try to hop over and they'll fall. And if we act quick enough, we can swamp them. Swamp them? We can squash them. If we don't act quick enough, then they can lunge at us. So we need to make sure that we're doing what we're doing to kill them as quickly as possible. This lady looks like she's got a pair of scissors on her, which she does. Fantastic. I want those on me. So, where are we at? We are. Let's go ahead and favorite this. So now we can take, like, these pants. Well, she didn't have anything. We could take, things like jeans and leather stuff. And, we can tear those up and we can start using those with tailoring with our needles and threads and stuff like that. All right. Close the outside door there. This is the master. The outside window, rather. This whole place looks like it's locked up. Bathroom zombies are a thing. Garage. Some wire. This is the other bedroom. Headphones, we'll take those. We can dismantle them in the future, but I like listening to the CDs I collect. All right. Oh, we got some planks. Got a screwdriver and a light bulb. An empty bottle. Okay. See if we've got any stuff in here. Instant popcorn. There are zombies right outside the door there. We can hear them. matches. That was everything. I don't know why we took all that, but hey, it throw it around. Dish towel we don't need. Can opener we don't need. All right, let's fill everything up. Not the bucket though, or the bottle. So I do know that we have zombies right outside. Let's go investigate. Oh, that's a lot of zombies outside. That's more zombies than I wanted to be outside. So we'll just walk away and pretend that never happened. Oh, I am still going to leave this door open. So you can see the zombies over there doing zombie things. We have an hour until our carpentry show comes on. We have one of two options here. That is a lot of zombies. Right, we've killed a bunch of guys over there. If we could find something with a key, it would be really solid. Oh shoot. So I'm gonna run this way because I know towards our house should be fairly clear. And I've never gotten so many alarms than I have playing Kenny or Axel. But thankfully, like I said, this area should be clear down here because this is where we've cleared out stuff. So there will be zombies coming in from the neighborhood up top, a neighborhood over here, and I know we're wet. I know we're moist. I know we're unpleasantly hot. I get that. We're just gonna keep running though. And since we're here, let's go ahead and cut this up. We can rip this now. This is now denim. We'll have denim strips on us. All right, we will dry off over time. Let's go ahead and smoke a cigarette. I think we've earned it. And then let's start throwing stuff on the ground over here. Scrap this. I want to keep the denim on us because we do have a needle and thread. So I'm going to keep one of the needles on us. They weigh next to nothing. And the thread I'm going to keep on us as well. Woodcraft. We're going to go ahead and read. Sit on the ground. We're just going to pretend that that alarm never happened, you know? And we can even take a look at our skills here as carpentry rather, will go up as we continue to read and watch. There we go. There we go. Bang, bang, yeehaw. That's what I do whenever I build something. If you don't yell yeehaw, you actually will have a subpar product. Woodcraft. Yum. Alright, so we gained just over 100 experience there. Alright, so we got our needle. Got our thread. Let's go fill up all this stuff. And then we are going to clean all the denim. And we're going to clean all our rags. And we're going to now open up go to our gear rather. So we're getting a little hungry. That's fine. So our varsity jacket. I'd like the varsity jacket. It offers bite defense and scratch defense, but it doesn't have any of the negative movement impacts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to inspect this equipment. We can see that everything is in good condition except for the blood. What we're going to do is we're going to add padding. We're going to add denim. We're going to add padding with all denim here. So as we do this, you'll see that we're now got denim strips that we're adding in here. So it's going to increase all of this. So we're 1020 here, 1121. So it's just by 1%, but that 1% could save our life, you know? So we need to keep getting more denim and more leather to pad up the stuff. Now, the way our guy looks, we'll fix that in the future. But it has a lot to do with the clipping of like his denim shirt, which again, I like the denim shirt. But if we, what else do we have on us? Oh, okay, our t-shirt. Okay, so let's wear our jacket. Oh, so it's our, oh, those are our patches. Wow. Man, that makes us look pretty wonky. Did not know that. All right, cooking pot with water. I'm gonna place this here. Okay. A little bit hungry. We'll eat something. We're probably going to cut it off for now. Let's see. So food. All the way down here for food. Oh, we're still gaining weight, which is great. It's definitely what we want to do. Cigarettes here. Leather jacket we want to hang on to. I don't want to tear it up, so I'm going to put it in a special spot, which is just going to be over here for now. Oh, the jar lid is what we grabbed. Garbage can. And then this will be our gun corner as well. Because I'll be honest, we'll probably never use that. And all this stuff can go over here as well. But I think what we're going to do for the end of this episode is hey, we saved all of our thread. Very nice. We're going to organize some of this stuff. What I'm going to do first and foremost is I'm going to go see what's on here. And I'm going to take these. Now, they only have 39 let's place them. I take that back. I don't want to put them there. Put them there instead. All right, so we're going to take that. And then the other thing that we're going to do is we are going to empty this out here. And we are going to take this as well. So it's going to drop on the floor in 2 pieces, and that's what I expected the shelves to do. I was mistaken. So we can only carry 1 piece at a time because it's heavy. So we are going to drop this bad boy here. And we'll pick up this piece here. And we are turning this house into a home. All right. So let's go ahead and place this item. We'll put it right here. Then we are going to dismantle this couch. So what we got from that is we got some scrap wood and some nails. So we're not proficient enough to get anything out of dismantling quite yet, but we will be. Dismantle this as well. That way it just kind of gets us stuff out of our way. So there we go. We got some planks. So the scrap wood, I'm actually just throwing into the fireplace, and we can use that to light the fireplace later on if need be. So here, we'll throw our nails. We'll throw anything that is building related. All right. And we could put our plank there as well. What I'll do is I'll just take this and we'll just throw the planks on the ground here. They make a really cool, like when you get a bunch of them, they look really cool on the ground. But I think that'll probably call it for now. We got a lot of sorting to do and we can work on it now. And we've got, let's see, I'm gonna take all the literature that we've read already. And once again, just throw it in here. But for now, my friends, I think this is going to be Kenny signing out. I appreciate everybody watching. I appreciate your input and what you guys think about whether or not you want us to live in the school. I think the school would be pretty solid. It's just going to take a lot to build up. I'll link the map to Project Zomboid down in the description there. We are in Riverside, so if there's an area that looks cool to you in Riverside, please comment on it and we can discuss it and possibly make that a living arrangement. But even this house here that we're in can be a long-term living arrangement. We just need to fortify it. Until next time, my friends, see ya.